Good morning. Would you tell us your name?
Judith McCoy.
Where do you live, Ms. McCoy?
I live in Chicago, Illinois.
And where do you work?
I work in Chicago, Illinois at JM Technologies.
All right. And what is your relationship to JM Technologies?
I'm the owner of the company and its chief executive officer.
And how long have you owned the company?
7 years.
That would be approximately 1992?
Actually, April of 1993 when we bought the company.
Okay. Ms. McCoy, have you ever had your deposition taken before?
Yes.
On how many occasions?
1.
What was what type of lawsuit?
It was a sexual harassment lawsuit. I was a witness. It was about 10 years ago.
All right. If I ask a question which is unclear in any way, if you will just simply ask me to rephrase it, I'd be happy to do so.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. And if at some point later, sometimes I will ask a question and maybe you won't remember something right then, but later on it'll come to you that you left something out. If you will just let me know, I'll be happy to have you tell us that before we finish here and leave.
Okay.
Okay. Ms. McCoy, is there any reason based upon your health and otherwise that would make it difficult for you to either remember as you sit here today or to conduct this deposition?
No. No reason at all.
All right. With that, we'll get started. I'm going to start with an exhibit. I hand you what I have marked for identification as exhibit number 43, which is a renotice of your taking of your videotape deposition. Have you seen exhibit 43 before?
Yes.
Okay, and if you would, turn your attention to the end.
Okay.
Okay, can you tell me which of the subjects numbered 1 through 4 that you are prepared to testify about here today?
I'm prepared to discuss all of them.
Okay, if we could, I'd like to have you tell me what your educational background is, please.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Absolutely. If we could, I would like to have you tell me what your educational background is.
Okay, I am a college graduate. I attended the University of Illinois and also the University of St. Louis in St. Louis, and I majored in business.
Okay, and when was the last time you took any college courses? What year?
In 1978.
Okay, and if you would, Ms. McCoy, tell me your work history, and if you would just give me sort of an overview.
Okay. While I was attending college, I worked for Plainview Computers. I worked in their research and development department. After I graduated, I went to work for DigitX in Chicago, Illinois. I started with them in 1984, and I left the company in 1989, I believe. The first part, or actually the latter part of 1990, I started my sales agency, a technology-focused manufacturer's rep firm, which goes by the name of Advanced Technologies. That company is still in operation, and then in April of 1993, I founded JM Technologies.
Do you have any other companies that you're involved with other than JM Technologies and Advanced Technologies?
No.
Okay, and what is your title at Advanced Technologies?
President.
Sorry?
President and Chief Executive Officer.
And what is the form of JM Technologies?
It is a hardware manufacturer.
I know. What is the form? Is it an incorporation? Is it a corporation?
It's a corporation. I'm sorry. It's a small corporation.
All right. And what is your title?
I am Chief Executive Officer, and I own the company.
You own 100% of the company?
Yes, 100%.
Are any of these companies traded on?
No.
On any stock exchange?
No.
Okay, and for DigitX, what did you do from 1984 to 89?
I started at DigitX in 1984 as a salesperson. I then became district manager. I then became regional manager and finally reached the level of national sales manager.
And can you tell me what DigitX does?
Yes, DigitX is a manufacturer and distributor of computer hardware and software. It's also my understanding that they have now opened several retail stores.
Were any of those DigitX products sold to manufacturers' rep companies?
Some of them, yes.
Do you sell any DigitX lines at Advanced Technologies?
Yes, we were selling some of their lines.
Okay. Who was the president of DigitX while you were there?
The president of DigitX?
Uh-huh.
Jack Zion.
Okay. Was he the president the entire time?
Yes.
What about Mike Parker? Do you know Mike Parker?
Mike Parker?
Yes.
No, I don't know him personally. He was there after CMJ acquired them. But that was not when I was there, and CMJ appointed him president.
When did CMJ acquire them?
1990 or 91, I believe.
You left before then?
Yes, I did. I left in July of 1990.
Okay, now, during the time that you would have been participating in any of these endeavors, have you gotten to be familiar with how the distribution and pricing system works?
For the most part, I have. It wasn't one of my stronger areas, but I do think that I had a fair understanding of how it worked.
Could you briefly explain to us your fair understanding?
Well, I was in sales, and so I needed to know how to price products from a negotiation standpoint. I also needed to know and to understand where different products and lines were manufactured, and also how and when they were shipped and stored in order to be able to ensure to my customers that their timing needs could be met.
How long were you a regional sales manager at DigitX?
Approximately 2.5 years.
What region were you the sales manager of?
The Midwest.
So, being a sales manager in the Midwest for 2.5 years, you had a better understanding than just a fair understanding of how the pricing and distribution systems work, correct?
I guess that depends on your interpretation of a fair understanding.
Okay, since you acquired JM Technologies, well, first of all, at the time you acquired it, from whom did you acquire it?
I purchased the company from NLA Corporation.
And at the time that you acquired JM Technologies, did it have the same name as it does now?
It did not. When I purchased the company, it was called Networking Solutions, and then we changed the company's name to JM Technologies.